So today I'm gonna show you guys how you can trade index pairs, and I'm talking US30, S&P 500. I'm gonna show you my strategy I use that makes me about 1,000 plus every single week in this video. Make sure you guys stay tuned.
What's going on, everybody? It's Solo E. So in this video, in this short video, I want to walk you through a scalping strategy that you can use when you are trading your US30 S&P 500. And I want to show you exactly how I trade, how I literally make just about $1,000 plus a week just by using this simple strategy. Now this is more I wouldn't say advanced, but definitely somebody that already kind of knows market structure and kind of understand what moving averages is and how powerful it can be. All right, if not, I have a course. You guys can sign up for that course. I actually have a free course. The link would be down below. I do have a paid course as well, but you can get all that information in the description. All right, so the very first thing that we are going to do is look at the big picture, because we have to start off from the higher time frame to kind of identify the trend. So if you guys look here, you see that I am currently on my 4-hour time. Yeah, 4-hour time frame. You might, yeah, it looks like you can't see it here, but I'm currently on my 4-hour time frame, and I am just looking to see exactly where the trend is at. So now we can clearly see that this is an uptrend, just because we have higher highs being created and higher lows being created. So now what I am going to do is, since I marked that, I want to go into my shorter time frame and kind of do more markups, right? So essentially I will usually work my way from the 1 hour, and then from the 1 hour go into the 15 minutes and 5 minutes. But since this is more scalping, I just want to show you guys how I literally catch pips. So what I basically would do is kind of just identify the trend again in a shorter time frame. So now I see that it's also creating higher highs. As you see, this is a higher high, this is a higher high, higher low, higher low. Essentially now what I'm doing is waiting on market to hit that previous structure, right? So if you look back right here, this is where the market was currently at previously, because we have a bunch of wicks, right, which is basically indecision. So if you see a bunch of indecision happening in one area, that is where you will want to mark your zone area, which is also known as your resistance or support. So in this instance, this is my actual resistance. So just seeing that market came in this area multiple times, this is a 30-minute chart. Okay, so just seeing that market came in this area multiple times, I am looking for market to break this structure, and then once it breaks this structure, I want to see what it can do once it comes in this zone area, and if it's going to give me my actual confirmations, then I'm going to take the trade for a buy. All right, so now let's jump into the 15-minute time frame, and as we see in the 15-minute time frame, wonderful magic happens, right? So you guys can do this in a 5-minute, you guys can do this in a 15-minute. Honestly, the strategy works pretty much for any time frame, because this is basically basic market structure, breakouts and retests, and that's basically how I trade. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is take my Fibonacci from the previous low all the way up to the previous high, which was all the way there. Now if you guys do not have these settings, I am going to click this. You can literally go ahead and pause this, but these are my settings. You guys can just literally, like I said, pause the video and copy these settings. All right, so now that you have the settings, you will see that this is it's hitting my 78%. So when it comes to Fibonacci, I really love when it hits the 50, 61, and also the 78%. These are definitely my high targeted areas for me to take the trade. So now that I've seen that the market actually came in this area and it retested it also in this, which was, so remember, this was resistance because we had a bunch of indecision here, came down, broke structure, and also went up and came down right here, and it gave me another signal that this is going to be now support. Remember, support is below, resistance is top. So now I'm seeing that this is support. If the market was to ever reach this area again, some way, somehow, I'm getting in a trade, and guess what? Magic happened. So not only I have confluence here with the Fibonacci, I also have confluence that that this is a strong area of support. And then not only that, we already got an indication that this is an uptrend by creating higher lows and higher highs. So I'm just going to wait on the market to create that, give me that. It also gave me another pattern or another confluence, which is my bullish engulfing. It's engulfing this long, nice red candle, but I got in right here, let's say, and then I put my stop loss right about there. And then you guys can just keep riding this if you want to. Now the beauty of risk management is that since the market literally got to this point where it started creating more higher highs and higher lows, what I am going to do is move my stop to break even. So if the market was to ever come back down here and before it hit my take profit, I am still in the money, you know. So my first level would be the previous high, and then once it hits that area, my second level would be so let me do this. Second level would be right here. My second level would be this area right here. This is a Fibonacci area. Like what I say, guys, if you want to, once again, look at this, copy and paste, put it on your charts, it's effective. This is my second take profit area. All right, so first take profit is literally at that first level, and then my second take profit is literally at that second level. So that's basically how I trade, guys. It's very simple. Another nice thing that you can look at is if we take everything off this chart, I just want to show you another little confluence that you can use. If the moving averages is basically crossing over the orange. So for those that don't know what my moving averages is, I'm using a 50 SMA, and I'm also using a 14. All right, so if you look here, if the 50 MMA is below my 14 period moving average, that is an indication that it's an uptrend. Now remember, already projecting to go up because we have clear indication in the higher time frame. So I'm going to stick to buying and not selling. The only way you will catch me selling anything is if the market, only way you catch me selling is if I go on my 1 hour time frame, right? I go in my 1 hour time frame, I do my markups by identifying the previous low. So the previous low was this right here. This was the previous low, this area right here. Not only that, but I have support right here from my moving averages as well, so that's also key. But if market was to simply come down, kind of do something like that, and then break out, that is going to give me an indication that this may be a valid downtrend. But the only way for me to truly believe it's a valid downtrend is if I get a retest from this zone area right here, then I'm going to sell it. All right, so that's literally it, guys. I wanted to keep this video short and keep it simple. I just want to let you know that honestly, well, you know, scalping, this is a scalping strategy you can use. This is a simple breakout retest strategy that you can use. Like what I said, if you already know high lows, lower lows, and so forth, great. If you don't, like what I said, you can get in my courses, I teach that. But if you already know this, I also have other strategies that I teach, like the trend line strategy. I use that actually a lot too when it comes to trading my index pairs. I mean, I'll kind of go over it a little bit, but basically what I do is once I identify the trend, so it has to be in a trending, so the momentum has to be trending, right? It has to either be uptrend or downtrend. It can't consolidate like this. It has to literally be an uptrend or downtrend. So how I would literally do it is I'll go in a higher time frame again, identify the trend, and not only that, seeing that I got a crossover right here. So let's say the market came right and it crossed over right here. I am going to jump in the 1 hour time frame. All right, and then what I'm going to do now is wait on structure to happen, right? So structure is where the market is just consolidating the area, and it's just giving me some indecision that this is either going to continue to go up. Two things you can do: you can wait on a market, since the crossover happened right here in a 4 hour, the crossover happened right here, right? But the beauty of catching it early is by looking at this. So we know that this is a potential uptrend, but the only way for us to identify that this is a true uptrend is to wait on market to retest. So I'm gonna use my Fibonacci from the previous low to the previous high, and I'm gonna wait to see if I'm going to get some type of rejection anywhere. So let's go ahead and play this. Let's go ahead and play and see what we get. All right, guys. So as you look here, this is beauty right here. I actually would have got in, and I'm gonna tell you why I would have got in right here. So I would have got in right here, just because. Here, let me go ahead and mark this. Reason why I would have got in right here is because I am seeing, like what I said, I am seeing the market is creating a higher low, which is right here. And then on top of that, we got this crossover back here. And then not only that, but my Fibonacci, y'all remember Fibonacci is key. Fibonacci is key. It came over and hit my 50%, which is one of my key areas to trade when it comes to the Fibonacci. Like I said, it's 50, 61, and 78. So it hit that, and I'm just riding the wave. Now I didn't do my let's do this. So you can either ride it to here, like what I said, this is one of my take profits, or you can ride it to that level. It already hit take profit there. Let's see if it hits take profit in my second level. And guess what? It did. So as you see, guys, that's my other strategy I teach in my courses. I get more details with that, but like I said, man, there's so many different strategies. This is one. I also teach the double bottom, double top strategy and the head and shoulder strategy, which is also another reason why I would have took this trade. I mean, a lot of you guys might not have, I didn't mention that, but this is another reason. This is the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder. Not only that, like what I said, it hit my Fibonacci, and then also I noticed that it created a higher low. So other than that, guys, like I said, keep this video short. If y'all want more content, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I teach Forex. I teach how to market your music. I am a musician. I sing, I produce, and I rap. And not only that, but I also teach a little bit of other things as well. So just make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.